now it's this institution.
Yeah, the correctional part is gone.
It's gone. They don't correct it.
So now they want them. All they want them to do is enforce.
But here's
the
a fact,
law.
though. I think they said you only need so many hours. You need more hours as a barber to get your license than a police officer. And that's a problem. So you telling me we got to go 1,800 hours to cut hair, but you got to go for a month? That's a problem. What can you learn? And then this is my theory too. You need to put the vets in the hood. See,
or maybe we just need to have people who from our communities police our own communities.
Of course. See, I think, but then we have corruption.
You can't say. I mean,
you have to start having. No matter what you do, you can't shake corruption, but you can better the community.
Yeah, you can. But I feel like if we had vets walking our streets versus rookies, it'd be a different vibe because a vet is going to problem solve versus a rookie who's eager to get into the action.
Man, they go back to what you said. If these police knew the community and the community knew the police, everything would be different. It would be better.
But let's play it bigger. The real question is, do they want that to happen?
No.
Because that all can be known. You know what I'm saying? Police going to schools, all that can be known. The question is, do the people who have this authority really want that to happen? That's another part of it. But go ahead. What else you got for us? What else you got?
Another local story, and this was about a week ago. There was
about a week ago.
Yes, this is
about a week ago.
This was about last week.
Okay, go with last week.
There was a man who was arrested for failing to tell his partner that he was HIV positive.
A man that was arrested for telling a
man
or a female?
A man was arrested for failing to tell his partner, a female, that he was HIV positive. So I'm guessing he infected her. So that's against the law. Now, it happened before, probably about a couple of months ago. It was another guy in the community.
Was it recorded that he knew?
Well, once they give you your results, they get all that down at wherever. Okay. And so if you know, that's your responsibility to tell. But who do you think is, like, are we responsible for ourselves if we decide to, be out there?
If you withhold information, you don't give that person a fair chance.
Well, what about the female who's like not protecting herself? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That part. Exactly. I mean, what do you think about that?
No. Because what happens if you having sex and as a female, she's like, you need to wear a condom. That condom break, and you still never told her that you had AIDS. Then what?
Hold on. Let's do this.
I know where you going.
Let's be responsible for you first. There's no blaming nobody. It all starts with what you allow to happen to yourself.
We both going to the doctor. Go ahead.
That's all people need to do. If you got a problem with people running around with AIDS, well, make sure before you have sexual contact that you go get tested. Now, if you don't want to go get tested, then whose fault is that?
Yeah, but at the same time, I am a person who, if you know somebody like, let's just say a sex offender or something, what you want to do?
You go to the left.
I'm saying no. It's not as simple as that because it's still a responsibility that if you know something, let me know. If you telling me
slow down real quick because basically when you're on this Facebook right now, you got to pay attention to what you're saying. And what you saying right now, I'm not agreeing with because basically you saying only thing he's saying is take responsibility for yourself in the beginning, and you're skipping past the beginning. You're going to what if you. So now you got to rewind.
No, I'm saying take responsibility, but I'm saying take a test. Yeah, if you feel that strongly about it, but how many people really saying let's take a test?
Why don't you feel that strongly about it?
If you want to live,
if you want to be safe and you don't want nothing, why ain't you feeling that strongly about it? And also, I'm gonna say this: if I'm a robber, this is what I do. I rob. I take from people. Why would I tell you what I'm finna do to you?
That ain't the same thing.
You know why it's the same?
That ain't the same thing. That's nowhere near the same thing.
No, let me tell you why it's the same thing. Because if I got AIDS and I don't want you to know, but I want some pussy from you, why would I tell you?
That's why it's a crime.
I didn't say it was a crime, but why you ain't protecting yourself?
Yeah, that's why I said putting on a condom is that's what it was.
No, skip a condom because a condom they tell you they ain't 100% already. They already tell you 99%, but you need to be 100% responsible for yourself first. So if you don't want nothing, go get tested. You don't want children, don't have sex. It's really that simple. So every time you get into a sexual contact with somebody and you're not wearing a rubber, you already know it's a chance you can have a child.
Okay, so let's get this straight. You have sex with a girl. You she ended up having AIDS. You gonna tell the judge, I don't want to go into jail. I should have took her to get a test. Oh no, that's my question. No. You didn't tell her that. So no, that's not the point. Because you didn't fully protect yourself. This girl knew she had AIDS. You slept with her. You used the condom.
How many people do you have sex with? Do you not ask when the last time you got tested?
You don't. Most people don't.
And why not?
Why not?
If you hold on, it's a life threatening.
I'm gonna ask you, like, man, when the last time you went and got tested? Who was your last sex?
It's life threatening diseases out here. So why wouldn't you ask?
That's not my question. That's not my question. You have sex with a girl, and then she have AIDS, but you didn't go get tested.
But hold on.
Do you tell her and your? So you tell me. So y'all,
you just jump into the.
You stop right there because look, this is what he's saying. Take responsibility for yourself. You said you shouldn't even get in that pussy before you asked her when the last time you got tested.
My point. Okay, so now that you did,
now if she lied to you,
she didn't lie. You never asked.
So why you not asking?
That's what I'm saying.
My point is exactly. So you don't ask.
So are you responsible for not asking? Are you responsible for anything that happened because you didn't ask?
You're responsible. Okay, yeah, you're responsible if you didn't ask. That's what you're saying. Okay, so you meet a girl in the club and you in the club and she's 16. No, hold on. You keep trying to cut me off. You meet a girl in the club, she's 16, and you have sex with her, and that's underage rape. Or no. You didn't ask the question because you assumed that she was in there. Are you responsible for that? Should you go to jail for that? Let me
explain two things.
You're not answering my question.
No, I'm gonna answer. Let me answer that question.
I'm asking first.
I'm not here to tell you what somebody's penalty should be for anything.
I'm not saying.
Hold on. Let me go. I'm not here to tell you what somebody's penalty should be for anything. I'm not the judge or jury. It didn't happen to me. People feel differently about different things, but what I will tell everybody, you are responsible for yourself first.
And then on top of that, it's common sense with a lot of things. Not saying that. Not saying that you could see like, oh yeah, she got AIDS, but you know if somebody's acting a certain way, anything. I'm asking questions like, yo, when the last time you went and got tested? And it might be rude, it might kill the mood right now, but at the same time, you keep yourself secure. Because if somebody don't want to answer that question or they get defensive about that question, you should want me to ask if you got tested.
And matter of fact,
And you got to go further than that.
Matter of fact, let's go deeper.
Because if you don't, you get mad because I asked you when you got tested.
Let's go deep.
What you think, I'm dirty or something? Yeah, now I do.
Exactly.
So go with that scenario. You ask and you say, did you get tested? They say, yeah, I've been tested. I ain't got nothing.
But then now you still secure yourself with the condoms, even though it's not.
Now you still secure yourself with the condoms, and then they lie. You didn't force them to go get a test. You didn't see no proof. So now what do you say?
It's still your responsibility.
It's still your responsibility. So
hold on. First and foremost, is this: if you take care of yourself in the beginning, not just asking, but yourself. Go get tested yourself and know your results for yourself.
Go together and get tested.
There it is.
That's it. But 9 times out of 10, we living too fast.
Yeah. And the thing about it, and everybody need to, the whole thing. How many people actually asked their partner was they tested for AIDS before they even had sex with them? Literally. Out of all the kids you got. Did you ever ask your wife that when you first got together? Did you ask your first kids, mom, that when you got? Hold on, let me keep going. But yeah, exactly. A lot of people go mouth first. A lot of people
mouth first.
Hold on.
Come out all messed up around this corner.
Not only that,
you all messed up on this side of the
thing. A lot of people go within 30 days. A lot of people go within 2 weeks. A lot of people go within 1 day and don't wear nothing. But and if you do allow that, you think that person ain't never done that with somebody else, and then they just did it with you.
That's true, but I don't want to put that out there now.
No, I'm gonna put it out there.
I'm just saying.
If we gonna put it out there, we gonna put it out there.
No, I'm saying I don't want to put it out. Well, just because she did it on the first night, that means she ain't safe. And you got a woman that wait the whole 90 days, and she's still doing. You like, well, she only wait 90 days. But what I'm saying, she's safer. No, at the same time, it's still you just gonna say.
But what I'm saying, do you question that person that you did that with? Then at the same time, did you question yourself on why you allowed it?
So when do you
did you question? If anybody went out and you met somebody within a week or two when you had sex, do you question unprotected sex? Do you question yourself on why you allowed yourself to do that? Because you just opened yourself up to whatever.
Unprotected. That's kind of
no, but what I'm saying is millions and millions of people that do this every day, all day.
Then you wake up and be like, man, did I really just do it?
Yeah, exactly.
Now you questioning yourself. So you got to protect yourself at all times because at the end of the day, we all are guilty of it at some point in time. But it's not to say, oh, I do this every time because, man,
Okay, so with that being said, you said the dude, so you think the dude should not, I'm not saying you're saying what the sentence should be, but do you think he should be okay? You don't think he should be?
Listen to me. It's like this. Let's not put.
Because the girl,
we put it in a dramatic. We put it in a dramatic.
What we doing
term,
is we jumping to what somebody penalty should be.
So look, check this out. It's a dramatic term. Let's put it down to a lesser term. All right. So say if I'm talking to a new female and I tell her how many kids I have. I'm up front with how many kids I have. But I don't tell them that I have an in-house girlfriend. And she finds out. Should she not feel betrayed and upset with me? Why is that?
I mean,
because I withhold information.
Right.
So the penalty is I might lose all type of friendship, communication.
So whatever it is, that shit would still be a penalty.
Yeah, it should.
Hold on. You said it should be a penalty. That's really up to
Up to
that
her
person.
that's
the
the
victim. Because at the same time, she might feel she want to kill him and kill herself. Now, should we just let that be the penalty? That every time it happens, it's cool. She should be able to kill him. And if she want to kill herself, let that happen. Or should we try to prevent the whole thing and people start questioning and being responsible for themselves first to stop it from even getting to these points? You understand what I'm saying? I can't tell how she should feel or what she should do after the fact of what he done to her about betrayal.
I mean, but what you're saying is valid. But when you say that, you saying like whatever she feel, that's where the law come in and where it's for. Where you have sex with somebody that is I can't think of the right word, but that's like you having sex with them is a crime. I can't think what the word is. Like you spit on somebody. What does that call you spit
Assault?
on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like so.
Oh, they have laws for everything.
That's what I'm saying. So with that law,
Yeah,
you don't get to make your own personal chopping stuff off law.
But what I'm saying, what I'm saying, I think it's even a law where they get charged with attempted murder.
Yeah, I think that is. If you have
but hold on. But what if she feel like that ain't enough? She wants him dead.
So you think you're saying that it should be up to her what she wants happen.
I ain't saying nothing. I'm not here to say what the results should be. I'm telling you what you should do to prevent it from even getting there.
Well, which was it? You need to spend it.
A lot of people don't want to be accountable and responsible for what the solutions are, which is first of all self-responsibility.
So with that being said, so where do you go? Hold on, go back. What was your question? The main question with that story. What was the main question? Do we think what?
Where the direction that Taka went in about responsibility, not saying like should he be responsible. We already know it's against the law, but are we responsible ourselves when we get into that situation and we don't protect ourselves? Are we responsible as adults, female, male?
It's something else I've learned. We real big on running from our own responsibility because we also like that with car insurance. We so big on if we have an accident, I wonder if they had insurance. I wonder if their car had insurance. But to protect you, you get insurance on your car for you in case they don't have insurance. Quit depending on if they are responsible. You need to be responsible for yourself, for your car, your home, your period, all that. But we so big on worried about, they out here driving irresponsible. You can't make everybody be responsible. You have to be responsible for yourself.
I agree to what you're saying, that it takes self-responsibility. But I do also feel like even if you do take all the steps, and unless you go down there and get tested and you get the results right, then you don't live in this world and somebody withhold information, then I do believe that there should be penalty from you withhold information if you know. I think especially when it's something as serious as that.
I feel like this.
I mean, but then I guess if somebody say I got herpes, that ain't as serious.
Some folks feel like they are entitled to certain things. And what you're saying seems like you're entitled to the information that they all that. Like, entitled comes privilege. But a lot of people abuse privilege due to the fact that they believe you should do this for me. You should tell me this.
I hear what you're saying. You feel like just
basically
like
you gotta take responsibilities for yourself.
Also, another thing I'm noticing, everybody need to quit being so government dependent. I see this leaking through everything. Like what you're saying right there. You worried on what the law should be, that the government should hand down, what the penalty should be for him. What if the penalty was community service? Would you be cool with that?
Hold on, pause. I ain't saying, hold on. You said I agree with the law. I'm saying that, but I hear what you're saying. No, I hear what you're saying, but I'm just saying you putting out that I am okay with just having the law government
Whatever they
penalty. Yeah, no, I didn't say that. I'm saying there should be some kind of penalty in some way, shape, or form of what's going on. This is like in other countries. I'm getting back to what you're saying.
But what I'm saying,
they kill their girls if.
But everything in life, that's not a government penalty.
It's not. It's not everything.
But at the same time, you have to protect yourself. You have to be responsible for yourself. Keep yourself out of the middle of bullshit. But we don't want to do it. Every time something happens, we're looking for somebody to come clean up our mess.
You still ain't hearing my question. You going all the way to the person. Your daughter come home, mess with a dude. She wasn't paying attention. She just got A's from him. You gonna say, damn, you fucked up. You should have paid more attention. Or you gonna say, nah, something gotta happen along. Are you just gonna say, it's cool?
Guess what?
You messed up your life.
No,
that's my daughter. I'm not just gonna sit there and say that dude messed up, and he knew what he did.
So let me ask you. So guess what? Most likely, you do something to my kids. Most likely, I might not run downtown. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Don't run downtown nowhere. Don't do nothing. Guess what? Your daughter made her own decision. Let it be right there,
guess
right?
What? No,
don't change it now. Don't look out for her.
Ain't no change.
I
decide my responsibility, and I decide what the penalty going to be.
But at the same time,
are you listening to that?
I'm listening. But at the same time, you can't say.
I don't think you is. If you understood what I'm talking about, you would probably stop talking.
But your daughter is her responsibility for herself. She laid down with that boy. That boy didn't rape her. She chose to do it, and she didn't do it. So you don't do none of that boy. You don't say nothing because your responsibility.
Now I have the right to react to whatever I want to.
So
this is me. This is what I choose to do.
Right.
I choose that. That's what I said from the beginning. If my daughter don't want to do that, that's on her. I might want to do something like that.
Well, hold on. What happened to this whole self-responsibility speech? That's what I'm talking about.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
So I'm reading this.
She was about to go there, but go ahead. You can read it.
So she say, black people always lose sight of self-accountability.
Man.
Just like when you complain about the person you make a baby with. You don't get to complain when you knew.
That's true.
Yeah,
she said.
That's
true. She telling the truth.
People?
No, it's not.
Shawna said it ain't just
it's
black
not.
people.
But what she's saying is true.
people.
It's not just us.
But the whole thing, it all goes back
Randy,
to, it goes to a lot of people got a problem with self-accountability.
Right,
That is
right.
Now, for y'all conversation, Janelle said that's comparing apples to oranges.
What's
What y'all two, you and Taka and D.
No, but basically what I'm saying is, like I said, I'm not the one to say what somebody's penalty should be. My whole point is being responsible for your own actions.
Period.
If my daughter get into a situation, she is responsible for her own action. And I can't say what somebody else
no matter how severe it is.
Or who should apply the penalty. But me as a man, I can do what I want to do. If I choose that I want to do something about it, I can do what I want to do. If I choose not to do something about it, I can do what I want to do.
Philip said, man, people rush into relationships and don't know nothing about the next person.
Yeah.
They should start dating first.
There it is.
All right, so, but the thing is, with social media.
Hey, Mr. England, you taking my job now.
Right. Wait a minute. I told you. Jump in there. But he the guest producer today.
No, but get back to it. Right. What he's saying is, it's true, but social media make it easier for us not to date.
Right.
They put out sites, they put out Facebook, they got groups that's showing you everything before you even get the opportunity. Mm-hmm. So what do you look forward to when we got all this stuff? Like, man, listen, you already showed me the cookie, you showed me everything else. I don't even need to know what type of underwear you got on. We going straight to the spot. Mm-hmm. So
go ahead.
So dating is starting to be like dinosaurs, man. People don't date. We going straight to the source.
But that also goes into social media itself. People have their profiles for their whole life on there anyway. So there's no need to know that. I know how many kids you got. I know where you work at. I know what type of things you like to do. Now, some of this stuff may be a front, but for a degree, a lot of it is true when you date certain people on there. But you do have a lot of people.
You still need that interaction, though.
My thing is,
you need it, but how many of us? You gotta hold on. Tell them about the time when you said about people having an interaction when we were talking about you sitting at a table and there's no real interaction because you don't have, we both just sitting there on the phone on a date.
Well, we still have to be real. We consider dating just entertaining each other instead of getting to know each other.
We go Netflix and chill or VHS and I don't know. I'm still
VHS.
Netflix, maybe.
VHS. Entertainment and going to.
You been married too long.
Hey, that VHS and grape juice. That's what we on. But no, that's what. But it's still, even when you have people interact, there's still no interact because we sitting there texting the whole time and we Facebook
And that's not
talking about
interacting.
I'm on a date.
That's
I'm
not
on a date.
interacting.
But,
Then that's not
I
interacting.
know what
I believe a lot of folks, man, just don't have their characteristics about themselves anymore, man. They don't want to get out here and talk to folks, man, one on one, because it's like behind a person who can't communicate is fear. It's like fear. Like a lot of folks are feared of rejection, but they like through a text message we could say "F you" so loudly, but in front of that person we can't say nothing.
Our
A
text
person
there's
could
emotion
say,
behind
yeah,
it too.
but no, but and then with text messaging we misread or misinterpret certain words.
Yeah, I don't like text.
What you do? Hold on, somebody put VA.
That's gonna come back. But no, what you
Janelle
the whole
D. White
thing
put
Silly.
The thing-
VHS in.
Yeah, but the thing is
Go ahead,
though,
though.
like man, a lot of us have like what would they call it? Like we have fear in us. Like we're intimidated. Like like yeah, we fear, but like most guys are intimidated by a female that works 40 hours.
Yeah.
And it's intimidation. So a lot of folks they go behind.
You know what? I wouldn't even call it intimidation.
It's intimidation because anybody that, like, say for example, everybody's putting these comments out here, but they wouldn't come to the shop and sit in on this. Not because it's convenient, but some people are feared to sit in on real talk.
Because they may get exposed also. That's why a lot of people do
Yeah.
it. But I'm gonna say this. But like with the guys dating these women that make a lot of money, a lot of it I don't think is fear. I think it's lack of leverage. Because most guys we feel that our money is the leverage over the female. So if the female already got money, it's like we lose. We feel like we think we lose leverage.
Now what it is we.
So it's
we-
like,
we-
what am I,
I
how
wanna
am I,
take-
it's almost like, how am I going to impress her?
I want to take
we
it
think
to,
the only way we
I want to take it to
impress her
another
is money.
level. A lot of us men have lost how to be a man.
Okay, hold on.
So all I got is
Hold on.
money,
That-
and if
that-
I
that-
can't
that
get
right
my
there-
money,
that
I
right
can't
there-
do nothing else.
Hold on. So on that subject right there, say it one more time for me.
A lot of us men, or men in general, have lost the way to actually be a man and do stuff.
All right, and this is my opinion why a lot of men have lost it. I think the government is a major play in this.
Government replacing the man.
You about to get us shut off again.
Say it again, Dave.
The government is replacing the man.
Hold on, now,
We
hold on, let me go in a little more.
I got another topic after that, but go
Let me
ahead. Go ahead, go
I say
in.
the government is playing a major role because they put in the female's mindset that
Thank you.
you don't need a man.
Thank you.
If you don't need a man, we replace that man with welfare.
So
So the income that the man is bringing in, we're going to give you that in food stamps. So now a female is saying, we can do this by ourselves. So then a man is like, damn, bro, the government gives this female everything. So when the man looking at this female, damn, now I got to take my tone out of my voice when I come talk to you. I got to be soft-spoken so I could feel like I'm passive so you could understand my
just made me really think of
my
something.
understanding of who I am. So but then a guy look at a female and be like, yo, man, they give it to the females everything. So what do I need to do? I need to start dressing sweeter. Do I need to start walking a certain way? Do I need to start hanging a certain way?
You get into another topic, the lace shorts. Go ahead and go
Hold on,
there.
dog,
The
yeah,
lace
hold on,
shorts and the
hold on.
rompers. Go ahead, go there.
No, this is perfect. This is our segue.
Yeah.
This is our segue.
we gonna finish that. We gonna finish that.
That's
segment,
another
but I wanna
topic
say
today, but go
something
ahead.
Before that,
Yeah, go ahead.
This is my mind frame though. Like, if you want to take the man out the household, you want to take the man out the household. You make the female feel like she can do it by herself, but she can't do it by herself. She needs the assistance, and the government is giving the assistance, the food stamps, the WIC, whatever it might be.
Well,
but yeah, hold on.
go
At
ahead.
the end of the day, it's a trap because the trap is shit. We gonna go after that man that you just put out. Because because if you look at child support and any of that, welfare, what food stamps, you can't get food stamps unless you sign this paper to say this is the father of this child that we giving you food for, so we can go after this person to get our money back.
so let me say this. So with all that being said, which is totally true, even the women that makes a lot of money, and she may feel like, I'm the breadwinner, whatever. All that's cool and great. But one thing I just realized that's missing, and this word is interesting. What they are missing, which coincides with everything that you say is going on, is what they call moral support. No matter what you're doing, you need a man for moral support. Now let's break down morals, because what's going on, a lot of people a lot of women are compromising their morals. So even if you make a lot of money, you probably need a man that'll let you know, sweetheart, you don't need to accept this, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do that, regardless of you having a lot of money, because now you see a whole lot of women getting with women. There's a lot of strange things that women are doing, compromising their morals. They're like getting into allowing their little boys to dress like little girls. You compromising your moral. So you probably, most likely, you do still need a man there to help you with moral support, so you can stop breaking and compromising your morals.
And that's a good subject, because like back in the day, man, like it's a given. Every little kid played with Barbies. Every little kid is infatuated with the opposite sex of a Barbie doll. But back in the day, they
used to pull the shirt off, had a little boob sticking out.
But then they redirected our mind frame on them Barbies, because back in the day when they had Cabbage Patch, every little dude,
that's your baby.
Everybody wanted a Cabbage Patch. I wanted a Cabbage Patch, no homo, but
everybody wanted a damn thing.
But at the same time,
and a garbage pill.
What they came out with for the guys was My Buddy.
Yep.
So My Buddy came out, but where the government, I'm not saying the government, but society messed us up. They came out with Chucky.
No, that's what I was about to say.
So when Chucky came out, everybody that had the My Buddy didn't want the My Buddy, because they thought of Chucky.
It deters you away from
it made you say, get away. So then they tried to bring it back with the wrestling figures by saying, all right, well, here go the wrestling figures. But then, when we couldn't afford the wrestling figures, we was trying it on our kids, our little brothers, and we was killing our little brothers at that time. So, nowadays, they put things out there.
Like how you spent that.
Yeah, they put it out there for us, but if you don't want us to have it, give us something else. And they plan us not to give us nothing else. They plan us to make us feel like, okay, this is all you get. Like, if you notice, Xbox, PlayStation, Wii, they all three systems got the same games now. Back in the day, each system had a different game, and you had to have that system for that game. You see what I'm saying?
It's just a big monopoly out there.
We gotta be able to figure out how can we change
That's
up.
Dwayne Wade's son and Gabby Young.
How do
They
we
got on
change
matching
up
rompers.
the whole style?
That's whose
back
son?
to be like,
D.
yo,
Wade's
you know
son.
what? Instead of this, we gonna give you what's that thing called with the colors, the cube,
Rubik's Cube.
Rubik's Cube. So instead of putting this out there, how come nobody's putting the Rubik's Cube right next to it? You see what I'm saying? It's like they giving us one thing, but they ain't in there.
Support.
Hold on, real
So
quick.
segue on into it.
Hold on, we just went to like 4 conversations in one. Is Eric okay, Tom?
No.
I don't know if we ain't gonna say no names.
Each his own, but no.
Segue into it. Go ahead.
Okay, I don't know what we just said.
I showed him the picture of
somebody.
Gabrielle Union with Dwayne Wade's son, and they got on matching rompers.
And now they got lace shorts
And
for
then
boys.
there's another picture
What
of
is lace
him
shorts?
and somebody. I think
Lace
shorts.
Well, you
for
can see
men.
through them.
Not for men.
Yeah.
For men, I mean men, and you can see through them like they underwear.
But you see how they are advertising it through a higher platform of folks.
But it's funny how they segued it first through the women with all this lace gear.
It's
And now
all
they try to
about,
make it something for men.
Hold on. First of all, let's get back to these rumpers. What is up with rumpers? What is this? What is it? Everybody out there who tried to compare Tupac, saying he had on a rumper when he had on a jumper. I'm just saying.
Who said that?
It was a big thing when Tupac movie coming out. Then people try to put photos that
I figured out
been wearing them. No, that's
man,
a jumper, not a
and,
rumper.
and me personally, man, anybody got to take their pants, they suit off the piss.
Well, no, that ain't fair, 'cause you got people working at Jiffy Lube. You got the guy working at Jiffy Lube.
Go there.
They got Jiffy Lube. They got the oil juice.
Right there, I don't care if you working or not.
I don't think you want to be at the urinal doing what you do. And then some old big dude come up there and
Right. You know. Right.
The nigga would drop his pants.
Drop that rumper.
Like, yo, not only mean you gotta drop it. That means it gotta be right here. You gotta ride your hands.
It's gonna drop, yeah.
Because you don't want it to hit the floor because it's piss on the floor.
Yeah.
So now you sitting there holding your rump.
The big old hairy back.
I got a question. Has anybody in here seen somebody in Cincinnati wear one?
Nah, man,
Anybody?
they
No,
better.
they're not.
I'm just curious. Somebody gonna do it. Somebody gonna pull it. It's gonna be. I love all the fans, but somebody gonna do it.
Oh,
Somebody.
my hair.
It's gonna be a big hair. He gonna drop
You
his
just cut our
rubber.
aching viewers in half.
He gonna drop his
Acting
rubber.
somewhere, bro. Like, yeah, we got our
He gonna drop that rubber in the bathroom.
Damn.
Pissing, I'm gonna ask you, but what you think about them finals?
But seriously though, the rumper, I was the shoes that was coming up, like man, come on now, like it was bad enough, man. Aldo start putting.
Hold on, but I will say back in the days I did wear the Guess jumper with the straps on it.
You just said a jumper.
That's a
Jumper.
A jumper and a
Jumper.
romper is two
Oh,
different
I
things.
wore a jumper. I ain't wearing a rumper.
Right.
Did you ever cut the pants off though when they got too big? Cause that'll be a rumper then.
Nah,
But ain't
Rumble
what's the
got that shirt. It's
the
a
wrestler
shirt.
back in the days?
Mark Henry.
No, what's the country wrestler used to be on wrestling?
Oh, wrestler. I don't know.
Bret Hart.
Janelle said as soon as a rapper wear one, it's gonna be where it starts.
Who gonna be
Drake
first?
gonna be the first one to wear one. Drizzy Drake. Yeah, he was always. I think Drake was supposed to be the
I
fall
think
boy to go to.
Young
be
Thug.
Young Jock.
It's gonna be Lil Yachty.
Yeah, those people.
Lil Yachty.
Lil
Lil Matthew
Uzi.
Flats.
Lil
Oh,
Uzi and all
no,
them.
Lil Uzi
Oh, they
Vert.
already
Yeah,
got one,
Lil
Sean.
Uzi Vert, the
Lil
one with the
Uzi.
purse and
Shana,
all
they
that.
already
Yeah,
got one of
that's-
them. Who? Shana said they're gonna come out with a 4-piece bathing suit for men next. They already got one.
Right.
Oh, you talking about a surf suit, a
No.
wetsuit?
A man bikini,
A
like a
what?
full.
They got a
One
man
piece.
bikini.
Like they just slip in back
But you know
in
what's
the
crazy though?
days.
If you go to Miami, man, Speedos is big down there.
I ain't talking about no speedo. I'm talking about a one
Oh,
piece.
you talking about
You know what I'm saying? But
You
they
talking
wear it
about
like that,
a
though.
high school wrestling suit?
Don't look
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah. But bikini
That
type,
ain't
like a
cool,
swimmer
though.
suit.
A thong wrestling suit.
That
Yeah.
ain't cool at all. Y'all niggas
A
crazy.
one piece,
A mother gonna be on
a
South
man
Beach.
kini. We got a word for it, the mankini.
He gonna be on South Beach, man,
Look,
baby.
the question is, where you buy a romper at for a guy in Cincinnati?
You said
They
where?
gonna buy it from Amazon.
Amazon sell clothes?
Yeah.
They sell
Amazon
jackets.
sells
They sell
everything.
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 Amazon.
Walmart right in there.
Damn.
Or they
else
just
you
go
got
to the
going on?
women's section and buy one. I mean, it's basically the same.
They probably have them wider.
Man,
Get it in
if I see,
3X.
man, listen, bro. If I see a nigga with a romper, man, I'm gonna go ahead and
Them speedos is horrible.
Philip Owens, but it's gonna be a boxer from Cincinnati that's gonna try to put it on.
damn.
So who you seeing? All about
Oh, this is lace.
Oh, see, this is what it look like.
Man, don't do it.
AB in a rumble.
That's
Lord
what.
is
That ain't no wrestling.
Compliments of Janelle. She wanted to send you that.
What the fuck? See, that's that wrestling suit. I'm gonna need to kick him in his chest real hard.
Y'all wanna see it? Y'all wanna see
Have
it?
y'all Google lace fronts?
Oh, there they go.
That's what it look like.
Hey, I
Oh.
you know some real shit.
Damn.
I'm gonna tell you who I can see wearing this.
Taka, come here.
Nah, what
Bring
you
that
see
here.
this?
The lace.
Why said bring that ass here, boy?
The lace hookup.
I'm gonna tell you who's gonna be wearing that.
Would you?
Some old ass nigga.
Would you get him your phone number?
With his hat cocked to the side.
Can he get some action on the first night?
Hell no.
Yo, this nigga, it's gonna be a nigga at Celebrities on Happy Hour on Fridays with that, but he like 60. Thinking it's
Wow.
cool.
Are you serious?
He just gonna be trying to show his Johnson.
But you know what's funny? I love all our guests and everybody, but they target this through the models that they usually show are usually gay, but they trend it over to where everybody wears it. I don't like clearly dude is like over there. But I'm just saying they market it and then they pull it back over like it's popular.
Right.
A lot of
Or they
people
try to
don't
make
realize
them
that.
look masculine and like, yeah. Nah, I play.
They got him in tattoos and
You
Oh,
keep
well,
showing
they-
niggas like shit like, yo, they got it. Nigga, how many?
What's
That nigga clicked on like 12 pictures.
hey, this is the same site. I ain't never seen them before.
Yo, really?
Like,
Really?
this is
I'm over here
lace.
just mad like, dog.
Really? Hold on.
I ain't never seen the lace from before.
But why y'all laughing? Why y'all laughing? It's gonna be one of y'all top favorite athletes that's gonna wear
I ain't
this.
got no.
The football player
The one
from
you just
Pittsburgh.
said. Or the one where?
No, the one
You
from
do that.
Pittsburgh, the one who be twerking.
Now, like Westbrook, it might be Westbrook. They got a few of them guys that be wearing that.
Westbrook, I can see Westbrook though.
No, the one he talking about with the blonde hair.
It might be the winner of the finals.
I can see Westbrook though because he into fashion like super hard.
That's like saying, bro, I can see you with them toe socks, bro. With the,
No, what's his name?
But
Westbrook.
Westbrook, I ain't saying he.
Wear a lot of.
I ain't saying he bad. I'm just saying Westbrook is.
Oh, man.
Cam, he already wore one.
Cam Newton.
Yeah, he
Cam
already.
Ron, number one.
Yeah, he wore a romper.
Oh, y'all tripping.
But see, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna make sure somebody that's looked at as a real masculine type fella like is cool. That's how they're gonna soak out and make it cool.
Man, bro.
Yep, they said Cam.
Hold on. The biggest problem when y'all son like, mama, can I get a romper?
Yeah, right.
Man.
The teal,
All the rubber.
the
The
teal
rubbers that
green
match
one.
the J's.
The teal green one.
That match the J's.
Now what you gonna say when JJ come up to you about that?
Don't ask me.
You know the rubbers.
See what I'm saying? Don't be laughing at everybody else's expense. You got a son too. They make them in what's them pants y'all be wearing? Robin got a jumper for
Oh
dudes,
yeah,
daddy.
that's just what it take too. It ain't just a celebrity. It's having that high cost, like them new Robins that fit like that. And they cost extra money. Yeah, people get them.
Ooh, that rubber gonna be about 500. Leather.
If you can get it right down that exclusive.
But that's the thing, though.
Like, nah, nigga ain't got this.
Oh my god.
Did y'all see that picture of Lil Kim face on Instagram?
What's wrong with Cam? Been fucked up since '98.
Yeah,
He knew the day.
but
he
it's
was
like
lower
I
age,
know,
like,
right?
He was gone.
I'm trying to
He was
imagine
a date.
nigga Millie rocking in the red hot romper. A red leather romper.
Who was he talking about?
He's still on these.
What's wrong with Lil Kim? She messed up some more.
Yeah.
She just need to let it go.
What do y'all think? What do y'all think is like? Why is the reason that she won't stop? Like, what is
Sometimes,
it?
man,
They say that plastic surgery stuff is addictive.
Yeah, so some people addicted to
Like tattoos. They say that stuff is addictive.
damn, bro.
He like, what? You taking shots?
I'm just saying.
Addicted? Nah, man. Like
They live addicted.
some people, man, they just want to hold up an image that they don't have anymore.
But
But they
she's
keep seeing the
actually.
imperfections in themselves
No, I mean,
and keep
but
trying to fix
it's
it.
not
Keep
even
trying to
about
fix
that.
it.
It's
No,
just-
yeah, with her it is.
She got
Because
like blue eyes and
she already
blonde
done said
hair.
she's trying to be the thing that the guys who didn't want her, felt
They
like she
don't
should have
want her
been.
no more.
Exactly. She's
But
still searching.
And you got to be careful. Like a lot of people be scorned by
She
things.
look like
that happen
Taraji
to
P.
them.
Henson for real.
No, she don't.
What picture you looking at?
Don't you ever?
No, not that one. She don't look like that.
She look
Let
like,
me find the
she look
picture.
like
Hold on,
Monique
slow
on
down.
That's the
Precious
point.
in that
It look like
picture.
Taraji making a face.
That look like Monique
Look like a
from
pregnant
Precious.
tiny.
That don't look like no Taraji.
That's not the picture. He,
Look like
I don't know
Cookie
what
making
From
a face
here,
real
that look
quick.
like
You want to
Monique.
keep waving it.
Yeah, because when you look back like, oh, that's Cookie. Okay, back to news. That,
Actually, I agree with Nate. It looked like, what's her name?
It look like Monique.
Monique.
Monique
So,
who?
man, but hey, that's like, man,
The
a lot of people
comedian.
have problems. Like, remember Sammy Sosa?
Mm-hmm.
Sammy
This
Sosa.
the picture.
What's that, Lil' Kim?
When Sammy
Kim
Sosa
used to be fine.
Sammy
Philip
Sosa
said
used
she
to be
trying
as
to
dark
turn
as
herself into Latoya
What do
Jackson.
you do to his face? Oh, he bleached his skin?
yeah, he's all the way white now.
What?
Before Kim had anything done when she first
She was
got with-
beautiful.
Oh my God. Kim was hot.
She should have left herself
She look
alone.
like she on 10 Xannies. Dog, going back into rehab.
Hey, that's his phone that's ringing like a siren shiner. That ain't us.
Who, me?
Nah,
Mr.
that was the
England.
police outside. We still in the hood.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that was the police. That wasn't us.
Oh, yeah, you did. The fire truck did go past. My bad.
Send me so.
Was she trying to turn herself into Latoya Jackson?
Man, she look like she on rehab.
Damn, Kim. That was my favorite female
Did you
rapper.
knock her down still?
That's all.
So what do y'all think about Tiger this
Tiger?
week? Tiger Woods. What y'all think about
Man,
that?
listen.
They said he wasn't drunk, though.
He
Hold on,
wasn't.
hold on.
But
This
what
is
y'all
the
think
number
about
one
it?
thing.
He was on
Yeah.
medicine.
Tiger,
Yeah, he
listen,
was.
They listen. They after Michael Jackson, man. They trying to expose as many high profile athletes to be addicted to drugs.
That's what my man was.
Sammy Sosa white for real?
Yeah, but
He what?
yeah, he white.
He's a Cuban or something.
He this ain't no damn Cuban.
He was. He was a Cuban. I don't know what.
Cuban.
What? That's
Oh,
Yeah,
he look like one of the Jacksons.
really. He used to be Cuban.
That's Sammy Sosa.
Yeah, they said
So,
he
but
was
like,
bleaching his skin. I don't know.
Get back to what we
Okay,
said earlier.
mhm.
It's more so about like
Killing
this-
the
this-
image.
this- Nah, it's more so like saying that they addicted to drugs, man. Like, and I'm gonna go personal. For a second. Like my mother, like she's always been a working female, man, but she had been lately like handicapping herself. She say, "Oh, I feel a certain way." sometimes, man, you could have a broken arm and they start giving you medicine that it makes you feel a certain way and you like that feeling. So you get addicted to it. And you make excuses to go to the hospital. And you become addicted to that particular drug. Because I feel like Tiger Woods had back pains and everything, and they gave him certain medicine, and now he's addicted to what he was prescribed. And if you Tiger Woods that made $1 billion, you can get drugs anywhere. You can get whatever you want.
Because they said he had one drug, they don't even make them no more, and they was wondering how he got them.
Because it was prescribed to him. That's like Michael Jackson.
When you got a half
you
a billion,
you got that type of money, you get addicted quick. And a lot of folks, like, they trying to expose the black community in my eyes because nobody said anything about Jim Carrey about to go to trial for his
wife killing. They think he killed her.
No, she OD'd.
Okay.
That he
I
gave
heard
to
about. Okay.
Ain't nobody said nothing about that.
I didn't even know nothing about that.
But
My bad.
That's the thing, like when we talking about what's
I heard
going
about
on
that
in the community, it's only being exposed to the black community, and because like look, they show with Tiger Woods, he blew a 0-0. Okay, he got DUI. The prescription drugs was his name. Okay, so what else? Oh, but now y'all want to show him going into the intake.
Right.
How many times did they show?
like evidently he ain't charged with nothing.
Okay, how come we sweeping things under the rug? Like, Charlie Sheen just had AIDS. Where's Charlie Sheen at?
And they ain't something about him transferring it to
Charlie Sheen being Cincinnati partying all the time.
Basically, what they do, they try to show our mess and don't show theirs.
Charlie Sheen ain't been on the news ever since. Nobody's saying, "Oh, he's walking to the beach." Man, with us, they putting us out there. They just said Obama bought a house for $8 million. Why you putting this business out there? That's positive information. But you don't want to put what's the dude? The comedian just said nigga on HBO.
Bill Maher.
Yeah.
He said he a house nigga.
Right. See what I'm saying?
Oh, that's what he said?
Yeah.
So
he called somebody a house nigga?
He said himself. He said
I'm a house nigga.
he said I'm a house nigga.
Well, I don't know.
We'll talk about that next week.
Comedians,
I get the info to
Sound
y'all.
like y'all ain't inviting me back to this show. All right.
Now you can go ahead and talk about it.
Now, when it comes to comedians, I'm a little partial on that. I think comedians should get a say.
Comedians are
stuff.
used to make things
like
okay.
Yeah, that's
what they're used for.
Like they're
independent
of how you're doing it.
Comedians is the most dangerous person with words.
Yep.
Because they make it seem like a joke when something is dead serious, and they can be used in a positive or a negative.
Subliminally get it through.
So do you think Trump's a comedian?
No.
Why you say that?
He just blunt.
Okay. Because
But I'm saying like a comedian.
Because like basically the things that he said, it was bringing people to life. Like man, a lot of white folks went and say, go back to your country before Trump. They weren't saying it with Bush. So why they saying it now?
That's the crazy thing for all the people. I thought about that before. It's like many people said that Bush was so bad as a president. Like Donald Trump has definitely took the cake all the way across the street and ate the whole thing.
But the thing is, though, man, he's like, man.
I mean, it's a catch thing too.
He's bringing things to the fore.
That's what I mean. It's a catch to it. He's making a lot of people worry, but he is bringing out that like he's making people wake up type thing. But the situation about to get us bombed in North Korea, they keep now the United States is testing missiles, and they over there testing missiles. Like we keep testing missiles.
I just thought about someone that Charlie Sheen. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think even with his TV shows, they still air them on TV.
Yeah, they did.
But you know when it was like Bill Cosby, anybody else do something, they instantly take them off.
Bill Cosby shows.
He just now coming back. He just now coming back.
But that's the crazy
But even
thing.
if they put it back on there, you still gonna look at him like, oh, that's dude that raped 30 women.
But I think, like you were saying, it's bigger than that. What they're trying to do to our image. Tiger Woods is one of. I don't care if you want to call him Chinese, black, whatever.
He said he ain't black, but now he black.
Yeah, he about to turn to Michael Jackson. Now he want the Muslims all around. That's what he about to do.
See,
but
another thing,
they target all our top people, whether you want to admit he black, just like Raven Simone, whether they want to admit they black or not.
And they don't care if they
want to
admit it or not. They know they black and they gonna do them just like black people.
They gotta get them out of there.
And we have to understand. Quit talking about that's what Tiger get for not wanting to be black. You know, because there's so many people that change who they are for certain reasons. When they go to work, you deny all kinds of a lot of guys like that from the hood, one man. So
voice change and everything.
The voice change. You get on the phone.
Hey, how are you today?
They got a white voice.
What up, my nigga?
I there, but then they put their glasses on there and they had on the phone. Mother can't even see them. They acting white. Like, there's so many people change their characteristics, and you know who you really are. So don't start trying to bash him because, hey, he know he black. Y'all know he black. Everybody know he black no matter what he say. That's like mother telling me, I ain't drunk. You know he drunk as hell. He drunk, all right? Now,
I think it's still, it just makes people, I'm saying it just makes people feel the same when you denounce who you are. I think that's it's just you denouncing who you are. It's not necessarily you just saying you're not black, but it's almost like you saying that as a stigma, like we bad.
Well, let me say this. Well, let me say, when you turn your face away from a black issue, that's still another form of denouncing your blackness. Acting like you don't see something that exists.
Well, that's the case. LeBron ain't black.
Wait a minute, right? Don't go there.
Well, sometimes. Well, it's
don't go there. You know, when people tell me, so you ain't acting. You know, now he ain't acting black. When you just saying some bullshit happened to somebody black.
Exactly.
That's the question.
Is acting black.
Not being white.
Because listen, I get it over here. I'm in Kentucky. Racism still exists in Kentucky.
Man, that exists all over.
But I'm saying, me being a black, like I realized, man, I had a cop when I first opened up. A cop brought his son in here, and he said, man, I told the other guys I was coming up here, and they said, you really gonna go in there? Damn. Like, it's out here. But the thing is, they expect you to act a certain way. Exactly. They expect, like when they said barbershop, oh, it's gonna be blacks hanging in front of the barbershop. They expect you to act according to what they are being programmed to see from the media.
But that's the same thing.
That's like
so how do you change that?
If all you watch is Fox News, Fox News is gonna tell you that black people act like this type of thing they do, they riot, they ignorant, they wild, blah blah blah. If that's all you see, that's what you're gonna think when you go around those type of people.
Yep.
So if all you watching is one way through the media, you know that's going to determine your perception. And it does it to us because we think all white people act a certain way because of what we see on our channels.
Mm-hmm. But then also, if you flip that, we also think that's all we are because of what we see on our own channels. Also, watching Maury, watching these shows, watching Empire. I don't care if I said it. Watching Empire, all that stuff. It makes us think that's who we are also. So you are what you eat, and we have to be careful of what we watch and determine on different societies. Period. Just like we think all the Korean people do certain stuff just because we watch movies. They all know Kung Fu and no math. That's what we think. It's racial stereotypes. People don't realize which are true just because of what you think. You think that all Asians ain't smart.
He said Kung Fu and no math.
That's what we think. They know math and they do that. And they probably think the same thing about black women. They number ratchets and all this type of thing. Black men ain't number gangbangers.
But you know what's messed up more than all of that?
These societies that these things you put in the media.
What's messed up more than all of that? It's time to end the show.
Damn. This is one thing real quick.
Go ahead, let you end it.
Last week, man, a couple weeks ago.
Go ahead.
A couple weeks ago, I was able to go cut Snoop Dogg's hair.
Snoop who?
Snoop Dogg.
Oh, so you somebody start hanging with you?
No,
you did.
East side, on the west side.
So Snoop Dogg, like one thing I was talking to him when I was cutting his hair, he said, man, the way our promotions are is not designed for our folks. Like nobody knew Snoop had a concert here in Cincinnati.
I knew it,
but nobody knew. And when we went there, I had backstage passes, and I looked out in the crowd. It wasn't even a sold out arena, but they paid him. And he said, man, the problem is our community is not getting involved by, they say we got a community meeting. We don't go. Mm-hmm. We got to start being active in our own community before we point fingers and say what they're not doing for us. Because if Snoop Dogg is here in Cincinnati and we're not there, that's our fault because we're not engaging into the community activities to figure out what's going on.
Because we only engaging into the
things we want to
social
do.
media
like
network.
They had an Asian festival.
We only engage in if we don't see it on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat.
Like the Asian festival. Mm-hmm. Nobody knew we had an Asian festival.
Down in Washington Park?
Yeah, they had a quilt festival. Like, bro, I don't want to go to the quilts, but my grandma would have probably wanted to go to a quilt festival. You know what I mean? You never know what's going on. Lego, like down at the levee, they have Lego conventions. We need to start reaching out and figuring out, looking at, what's that? our weekly
CCB, Eventbrite,
them things
a lot
are
of free events.
But when they say, what's the old famous saying? If you want to hide something from a nigga, you
Put it in the book.
And this is our
And
problem.
not Facebook.
We gotta.
You can have it from niggas, just don't put it on Facebook, 'cause they will find it. It's on Facebook.
But that's the thing. We gotta start engaging in our community, and that way we can't just be like, oh, they doing this for one, they doing this for the white folks and not the black. No, they doing it for all, but they're not gonna tell us.
So like.
They're not gonna tell us. Like these festivals, we could get a booth, we could get a vendor's license, we could get out there and advertise ourselves. But you got to put yourself in that position.
They're not going to give you any information to uplift, educate, and allow you to get ahead.
And that's why I'm still starting my Justice League. But y'all know it's underground. I'll tell y'all that. But yeah, but tonight, we got to end the show. This is a great show. Before we go, Todd got to give y'all some information, so I ain't cut y'all off.
Before we go,
next
week, oh man, we're going to have a blast. And it's and you can come out to this.
We want y'all to come out.
We going to Shop Talk Wow up at Reminisce from 7:30 to 9:30. It's basically like Wildin' Out. We doing it like Wildin' Out. We got the comedians. We got Boo Man. We got Raji.
We got strippers.
We got Dusty Lewis.
And strippers.
Get Joe Hope. We want to add him to it.
Yeah, we got a lot of people. It's going to be a great
Hofi.
Show. Yeah, we got Hofi.
Rhea, Geneva. We got.
Why you Hofi?
Yeah,
everybody.
Yeah, from school. We got
a good show. All right, where we at?
Yes.
Where we at?
We got Rhea, Geneva.
Tattoo Hofi.
Yeah, that Hofi.
Yeah, so what's going on here?
And Judy Brown.
Downtown.
Get back with me. I let her know. She hit me back and said, Reminisce, come on now, be a part of this. It's gonna be crazy.
Y'all can check our page out. Check our page out. Next, give us a tomorrow. We had a promo. We'll start pushing that, let y'all know, but it's definitely going down. Yeah, so it's gonna be a good show next week. We want to thank you, Mr. England, dropping that knowledge on us.
Hair on the flow over in Covington, Kentucky. Give them the address again.
2603 Madison Avenue.
And
the police don't even mess with y'all over here for real.
He works 7 days a week.
You trying to get
If you got a kid with ADHD, he got fidget spinners.
Yeah.
And calm him down. Yes, he do.
So we want to thank y'all again for tuning in. As always, appreciate y'all. And as always, don't get tricked, nigga.